My name is Ashley Garcia. I am a 16-year-old girl who has crazy dreams that I can't even comprehend. And I have a muscular disorder where it affects my muscles in my body, and it stops me from doing a lot of things, like the normal things that teenagers would usually do. It's harder for me to do them. Since I was born, I was diagnosed, and at first they didn't know what I had, and it took a few times before they figured out that I had a form of muscular dystrophy.
She was born, they call it floppy baby, and her older sister was diagnosed with spinal muscular atrophy, and she's 24, but there was, it never ran in either side of our family, so I guess a part of me felt like it was a misdiagnosis because we'd never heard of it, and we had our second daughter and there was no problems. So when Ashley came, they did more testing, and they did a muscle biopsy and determined it was actually called first stage fibrotype disproportion, which was very rare. She stopped walking. She was falling a lot and stopped walking around 7. So she went into the chair permanently and had back surgery because the muscle in her back was totally gone. So she had scoliosis really bad, and ended up, they put 2 rods in her back when she was 11. So she's permanently in the wheelchair, and so the good muscle she does have, it's hard to sustain that because she can't do any activities. And then, but her older sister, she's still able to walk, but if we go long distance, she does have to use a wheelchair.
My older sister is Cindy. She has what I have, but a less impacted version of what I had. She's able to walk and do things still with help.
My older daughter, she was born with 60% of her muscle gone, so she had 40 good muscle, but Ashley was born with almost 75% of her muscle gone, so she only had 25% good muscle, because in the fibers are, it's like they're swollen, so they don't work. It's the muscle is dead, so they can't regain that. So all they have is the good muscle. When you use your muscle, because they only have so much, it wears over time. It's like someone who with good muscle, as they get to be 40, 50, your muscles start to, you know, in some cases weaken. So for them, it's like as they get 16, 17, it's like being a 50-year-old. In our family, no one had it, so you know, a lot of people say, why would you have more kids knowing that? And, you know, I guess being a young mom and my first daughter, you know, not realizing or thinking that it was really what they were saying it was, because we didn't fit the characteristics of it. After that, we decided that would be it for us. So it's my husband and I both carry the gene. What's unusual is usually it runs in people who are related in some way. And my husband, his nationality is Puerto Rican and Hispanic, and I'm Dutch and Irish. So even in that, it's very confusing because, you know, we come from very different backgrounds and different races.
When I was little, I thought that I was a mermaid because I couldn't walk, and I was the type of person that I would always dream like big about anything. I would put it into like stuff that was really hard and like just not very good. I would always make it something that was positive and something that I could always dream about. My dream, ever since I was teeny little girl, I wanted to be a singer. I absolutely love music, and that's my passion. It's my escape to just my disability. It's my time to be who I am. There's a saying old says love is blind. Still we're often told seek and ye shall find.
So I'm going to seek a certain lad I've had in mind. Looking everywhere, haven't found him yet. He's a big affair I cannot forget.
We are going to have archery this year, which I'm excited about, and some nature activities. But We usually have casino night, which is really fun. And we have a talent show, that's what we do usually on the last night. It's pretty fun. And also, my favorite thing, of course, is the dance. And picking out the perfect, cutest guy I can to take. Yeah, he knows. Yes, I am boy crazy. I have to put that out there. I'm a teenage girl. What could I can't help it. But yeah, so he thinks that's funny. Joshua, you're the only man in my life. You know it. But yeah, you get to pick out the cutest guy, ask him out to the dance. You dress all nice. It's a time where you get to have fun. Last year was James. I love James. I love James. I was his first date at MDA camp.
Yeah.
Yes.
My 4 years here.
You chose James.
Of course.
Because he asked you.
Yes, like prior to camp he asked me, so yeah.
How did he, you gotta tell him how he asked you.
Oh, during camp. During casino night, which I said was the highlight of that I'll always remember last year, was we were at casino night, and there was this guy who wanted to ask me to the dance, and so James decided to ask me that night, and I was hanging out with the other guy, and all of a sudden I hear over the intercom, it got really silent, and he said, could Ashley Garcia come up to the stand, please? It was so funny, and yeah, he was so nervous. It was so funny because he was like all sweaty, he was shaking, and yeah, so I went up there, and then they started playing Summer Lovin', and it was really cute, and then he got down on his knees, and he was holding my hand. He was like, Ashley, you're the only person I want to take the dance. Will you go with me?
I think she's allergic to them, aren't you?
Of course, I said yes. But yeah, he was very sweet in how he asked me. And then he brought me a bear to sleep with at night. He was very cute about it.
It's very fragile.
He's really sweet. He's still, it's like every time I see him, I'm like, oh, they're so cute. It was the guy who I was sitting with earlier, of course. But yeah, yeah, he'll always have my camp heart. And I still have that bear.
Sorry, don't mean to cry. Okay. I think it's watching her want to do things that her cousins or her friends are doing and not being able to. And right now we're dealing with the issue. She just turned 16, so you know, that driving and having that independence. And a lot of people with disabilities are able to drive. But in her case, with what she has, the reflex and the reaction time is not there, so it's not possible for her to actually drive.
There are times, you know, growing up when, you know, you don't have those, you're not able to get involved in things that you want to do in high school, or like, even with acting, not being able to be who you want to be and be your character because your body won't allow you to be a different person, to act like you're a dancer. You can't do that. And so when it's times like that, and when I have my friends who, you know, don't understand what I'm going through, I do sometimes feel alone.
I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared to cry.
That's okay. Take your time.
With this disease, you know, there is no cure, so it only gets worse. And the option is, in it going away, is that you won't have your child. So that's not an option. So it's dealing with knowing that this is what you have in life, and to make the most of it, and to find joy in the simple things. And for her, it's knowing what she misses out on. And you know, because Ashley's very outgoing. She has so much she wants to do. So we try very hard to allow her to do those things, and whatever it takes, you know, and the sacrifices it takes to have her do what normal 16-year-old girls do. And she loves her makeup. She loves her hair done. So sometimes that takes a little longer, but you know, if that's what it takes, then that's what we do.
It stops me from doing a lot of things, like the normal things that teenagers would usually do. It's harder for me to do them, and I'm just trying to live life to the fullest as much as I can.